My name is Mallory Hartley, and I'm the coordinating producer of recruiting. And sitting alongside me, it's my partner in crime, the director of recruiting at Dave Campbell's Texas Football, Greg Powers. Howdy.
Howdy.
We're just moments away from Braden Bach,
Striker Reed,
Jalen Lott, Savorian Martin. Donovan Webb is about to make his college commitment announcement. So you can hear the crowd behind us. Everybody is super excited.
This is really something special.
Thank you for any trainers and people who have helped me, especially my mom and dad.
I want to thank everybody for coming out today for my commitment.
I thank my parents, my grandparents, everybody's here right now supporting me.
I'm going to be committing to
University of Oregon.
Go play football and run track again.
TCU.
I gotta get my let's go.
go in, you know?
Let's go! What is up, recruiting fans? Mallory Hartley, Dave Campbell's Texas Football, sitting alongside the director of recruiting at Dave Campbell's Texas Football. It's Greg Powers.
Let's go. Commitment Day.
It is Commitment Day. And as you can see behind us, we're going to be talking about Cypress Ranch 2027 defensive lineman Amari Vickerson.
Freak show. Big
time dude. 6'4", 310 pounds. You can see behind us his top 5 released. Texas, Texas A&M, SMU, Michigan, and Florida State. Powers, what an offer list that Amari had originally. I don't know how he cut it down to even 5 programs in the first place.
Yeah, he was a guy that was on the radar very early because of his frame and his potential. Well, he realized that potential in his junior season. I'm going to give him a glowing compliment.
Okay.
Whether he makes the play or not, he's a force on every snap. Somebody that the offensive line, the offensive coordinator has to take account for. He's in the middle making a mess of things and cleaning up things so his linebackers can make plays behind him. And they have a pretty good linebacker core in 2025, led by Calvin Thomas at Cypress Ranch. But keeping his jersey clean where he can come downhill and make plays, and Vickerson made plenty of them himself. Double-digit tackles for loss. I love his versatility, too. He's a guy that can move around that front and really create mismatches because I think he can play defensive end in a 3-4. They used him a lot as a nose tackle in at Cypress Ranch. And you got some exclusive with him, I guess, a few weeks ago when you were able to talk to him about some of these top schools on his list.
Yeah, when he released his top 8, we actually were already down in the Cypress area, so we went to talk to Amari. And one of the questions that I was really curious about and that I asked him was, hey, to you, what are your strengths as a player? And one of the things that he said was his IQ. He thinks he does a really great job of reading the opposing offensive line and just different offenses in general, and it really shows up on his tape. Like you said, 48 total tackles, 10.5 tackles for a loss, 4.5 sacks just on the year. And this was a great team. They won District 16 6A and made a run into the playoffs. This is a team that is better because of Amari up front.
Well, and I think he got some of that schooling, so to speak, from his dad, Kevin Vickerson, who was a star at Michigan State, played in the NFL, and now he spends a lot of time coaching guys at some of these major camps and all that kind of stuff. So Amari got to learn from Kevin.
Yeah, and that was also one of the questions that I asked him as well. I was like, what are the kinds of things that you learned from your dad? And what he said was, I learned to play with a lot of swagger and play with a little bit of that bounce and just have that dog type of mentality when out on the field. And he said, he was like, my dad makes me better.
Yeah, no doubt about it, and you can see that in his game. One of the things that he does really well on tape that juniors in high school don't typically do is he uses his hands extremely well. Plays with good leverage. We talked about him being a tall guy, but he plays underneath the pads, and he uses his hands extremely well to get off of blocks and consistently take on double teams. That's something that I noticed as well. Teams are trying to double him up, make him be taken out of the play, but you just can't.
That was one of the things that he did say. His dad is always like, hey, play with your hands, not your head. And I really like that, and you can see that on his tape.
Well, Amari is one of the Vickerson brothers. There's
a bunch of them.
I'm going to shout out somebody who I saw when Amari was at the All-22 camp. It's part of the Elite 11 last year. His dad was the coach, and I really liked how they interacted. It's not easy getting coached by your dad at an event like that. But standing next to his father as they were going through all of the drills was a middle school KJ Vickerson. KJ, you're up next. We're going to come do your commitment when it's time.
Let's go. I absolutely love it. Well, guys, we're just moments away from finding out where top defensive lineman Amari Vickerson will spend the next couple of years in college. Again, his top 5, Texas, Texas A&M, SMU, Michigan, and Florida State. Give us just a second, and we'll bring the star on.
It's hard for me. I'm good. So, yeah, I
I don't know
appreciate
if I
some
can
love.
breathe yet, but okay. Well, without further ado, we'll ask Mari to walk down. Okay. Can I have a hug? Is the mic on?
I want to say afternoon, everybody, or good evening, everybody, for taking the time out the day to celebrate me and support my journey. And I want to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for blessing me with the God-given talents to shine the world. When I was a kid, my dream was just seeing my dad play in the front row and watching him shine, click in my mind that this is what I want to do in my life. But with this life came with sacrifices, blood, sweat, and tears, sleepless nights and stressful days. But it all worked in my favor because I was determined, I was ready for it. All thanks to my coaching staff and my teammates that fight and claw with me every single day. Rain, sea, snow, and heat. Thank you so much for the laughter, the love, the tears, and the controversial moments. It means a lot. Thank you to my coaching staff who gave their attention and knowledge for me, such as Texas A&M, Florida State, Texas, SMU, and Florida. Thank you for my real coaching staff. Thank Coach Josh and Coach Sheldon. Stand up where you at? Coach Josh over here, baby. Yeah. Where's it at? Where Coach Sheldon at?
He didn't make it.
These are the men who believed in me when nobody in the world believed in me. These two were just the two men that scooped me up from the flag football team. Now you guys are family to me. You two are the two guys who I'd embrace hate and always be level-headed. Through all big and small moments in life and in football. I appreciate the two men so much. But I want to thank my high school coaches. Thank you, Coach Witt, for teaching me discipline and self-control in controversial moments. Thank you, Coach Ware, for staying 10 toes in me. And Coach Bob for teaching me that without hard work, you will achieve nothing. Coach Dotson for always making sure I was good, keep a smile on my face, even when things got hard. Thank you, Coach Burlock, for giving us the truth to these young men at Cypress Ranch to keep our head up. Shout out to MTF. My dad went over there. Whoever's under no circumstances kept the 1,000 with me, whether I liked it or not. Thank y'all for being there for me, and y'all are the only ones I lead on. And to my real brothers, my blood, thank you to KJ, Dallas, Marquise, Dylan, Chris, Kellen, and Canada, to always have my back since birth and having my back behind the scenes when I was just bred, crying on the grain, or fighting with y'all boys. I love y'all today, I rest. Now to the real people I want to thank, Marisa Vickerson and Kevin Vickerson, a.k.a. Big Vic. Thank you all two for doing nothing to me but set me in the right path and guide me when I was blind, lift me when I was weak, carry me when I was tired. Nobody believed in us. They didn't think Mari would be here. They thought it was just my pops who did it, and they all thought it was for show, but we made it for sure. We mapped out a blueprint and built me a castle. I love you guys. My mom, Marisa Javon Vickerson, you are the true backbone to everything I do. Trust for nights, joy for days, waking up early to take me to practice, take me something to eat, and just to and from, and do it all over again, even when you're tired. Thank you to all the football practices, and just making sure I had something in my stomach, and make sure I was straight. I owe you the world. You're my real MVP. To my OG, Kevin Darnell Vickerson Sr., you're one of the ones, man. I promise you, you're the one that showed me the true perspective of the real world, because you always have to know real from fake. You show me wisdom of how to become a black man in America, and people close to you will envy you and wish on your people close to you will wish on your downfall. But seeing you play in the front row in Denver opened my eyes to the possibilities and opportunities I had at my fingertips without you showing me and teaching me how to become a great man and a better football player. I didn't know what I could do without you, Pop. You taught me sacrifices need to be made in order to be great. You taught me how to love hard, even when people don't like you, because it showed the type of character you are. You inspire me so much to be like you every day. The early morning workouts in the heat and the late nights film sessions build me to prepare for me to be better. Thank you, Pops. I love you. Thank you to my family, who always encouraged me to do better and genuinely wanted to see me shine my life every day. Thank you, Auntie Christina. Thank you, Uncle Rodney, to be in my corner to help me if I had issues and being there if I needed you. Thank you, Auntie Shimona, for loving me unconditionally even when days were hard for me and making my low days into good days. And thank you, my grandma Donnie and Tariva Moore for always having a smile on my face every day. Thank you, Auntie Shannon, for also being another mother figure in my life, for giving me something to eat, whether rice or anything like that. Love you guys so much, but this is my dream come true. And with all that being said, I will announce the plan where I'm going the next 3 to 4 years. I'll be attending Texas University.
Like, well, wait a minute.
Hey, go blue, go blue. Hey, Caleb Clark. All right, let me start playing. SAU, baby.
All right, well, dinner is served. If you would like to eat.
All right, Amari, you just made the big decision. You're heading to SMU. What was it about the Mustangs that pulled you to the hilltop?
With SMU, like, they showed me that, like, not every school has to be the big logo on the polo. They showed me how to be genuine. They actually showed me how to win without being, like, low-key with it. Also showed me, actually recruited me and for myself and, like, my family. So that's really much. I appreciate them for actually being genuine. But that's the place where I want to be at.
Now, I know that Coach Tibbs over there, Calvin Thibodeau, did a tremendous job in your recruitment. Scott Simons and Rhett Lashley, they all come down to see you at the 11th hour right before your decision. What was that visit like for you, and how did that make you feel comfortable knowing that SMU was going to be the spot?
Talking with Coach Lashley, Coach Simons, and Coach Tibbs, it's really opened my eyes to really the amount of possibilities and opportunities I had with them, and also just how they want to build around me with the defensive staff and the defensive whole front and the whole school itself. That they really showed me that, like I said before, they're really genuine at Dallas. So that's really much around there.
Fans at Dave Campbell's have been hearing about you now for a minute. We've been breaking down your tape. We've been telling them about the skills that you bring to the table while you're an elite defensive lineman with offers from coast to coast. But tell the folks on the hilltop right now why they should be excited Amari Vickerson's coming to play his college ball at SMU.
One of the ones. So, I mean, I've been working myself to death, like, since I was a little kid, man. And, like, this is what I want to be. This is what I want to do. I want to be great. I want to show the whole world who I am and what I can do. So that's why SMU, I'm here. So
that was the man of the hour, Amari Vickerson. Congratulations on your decision, man, and good luck as we root for you in college.
Thank you, Coach.